Good afternoon, guys. I just came up with the new coding problem of a LeetCode, that is ZigZag conversion. You can able to see it at my screen. That is ZigZag conversion here. The first of all, I want to say that I will be coding in a language using that is Python. As I want to say that Python is just very good for the beginners. Whoever is using a Python to start their journey is pretty much good for them. Plus, I'm coding in that way that anyone preferring any language can able to code, because I'm not using any functions and all. I'm just using a simple syntax that can be able you can able to convert it in any languages. So first of all, the question that I'm going to solve from the code is the exact conversion. As you can see, the ZigZag conversion is what if, there will be an input string, and you have to convert means you have to convert means the backend it has been converted like this, and you can able to convert it like this, and you can able to convert it like this, and you have to traverse each row and just concatenate and produce a output string. This will be the our output. This is the our input string. You can see. This is the output string. So how the output string we are producing is like we're traversing each row. See, PHN is the first row we have traversed, and we have concatenated and have written. And again we will concatenate the first row with again the second row. All these string that we are getting by traversing. Now APLS double IG. You can see APS double IG, and then at the third row we have YIR. So this is the way, this is the what we will able to produce the output. Basically here we took three rows to convert in a zigzag way, but you can user can put four rows you can take. So four rows will be zigzag conversion. The explanation of zigzag conversion will be like this. So I will not take much more. We will directly jump into the driver part. So first of all, okay, this is the input that I took to make her understand that I took zigzags. Zigzags. So first we have, for the explanation of UL, we have converted into this one. You can see like into zigzag form. You can I will show you how to convert any string into a zigzag form. Like here it is zigzag, it is given, and the number of row it is being given, it is 4. This means that you will at most you will take only 4, means you have to take 4 rows, while uh, writing all means putting all the letters in the rows. So first of all, how we are putting, first we are taking a Z, we are putting it in first row. We are taking I, we are putting it in second row. Then Z means whichever, while traversing our input string, whichever letter we are encountering, we are putting it in the first row first of all. So these our this this four first four letters we have put into first four rows, and then on the reverse way we will use our flag to move from down to top. Now we have encountered A, so we got A. We have G, we got G. We got S, we will put S. So if any more length of string is there, we'll just continue like this. And we, like if say if it is here is YTR, so we put Y here, then again T here, and I here. Like this, we're gonna first we will frame the input like this way. Then this for the driver part, and this for the understanding of your things is working. Now, now what we will do for generating the output, we just have to traverse each row and just concatenate whichever letter we are encountering one by one. First we will get Z, then S. See, Z and S we have got, we are just joining it and concatenate. Then we'll get IG. You can say IG. You can see concatenated with the previous string. Then we will get GA again. GF we have concatenated. Then we will get Z. Then we have concatenated. So ultimately we will get the output this one. So like this we have to make. Hope I have able to make you understand. So I will be, so here what we will do here in Python, there is a uh, means there is a, you can say, array like thing, array or list like thing. We have a, call it as a dictionary, which is there to store a key value pairs as an item. So we will, what we will do, we will at zero position we will store the ZS, at one position we will store the IG, at two position, two S key we will store G, and as three position we will store Z. And at last we will run a loop till the length of the dictionary, and we will concatenate one by one all the element that is being present in the dictionary. So this will be the our overall task to solve this problem. So let's begin and directly jump into the coding part. So you can see this is the S. We are taking the input from the, we are getting the input from the keyboard. Means user, whatever the input user will give, but I'm taking as zigzag, and the number of row we are taking is 3, and the length of the this input is zigzag. You can see like you can count it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and I referring for the row, D is taken for the dictionary where we store key value pair. F is the flag, means whenever we are moving from top to down, whenever we are putting the string from top to down, we will keep the flag variable as 0, and whenever we are moving from down to top, we will make the flag variable as 1. The variable as 1, and make the variable as 1. And this one I kept is for the, kept for base condition, that is being, if the number of rows is 1 in the question, so we'll directly return the uh, same string, will directly return the same. Like example, if input is ABCD and the number of rows is 1, so we'll directly produce the output as ABCD. And if number of rows is greater than length of S, I, with number of rows is greater than length of S, so for this one I'm making the number of rows is greater than length of S. This is for the base condition. Wherever wherever we are getting a number of rows that is greater than length of the string, then we are returning the same string. Like how, like if the input is ABCD and the number of rows is 5 or 6, here the length of the string is 5 and the number of rows is 5. So whichever string we are encountering, we are just putting it in the row one by one. See, um, putting in the row, and how we produce the output, we just is to traverse each row, and whichever letter we gonna go get, we're gonna just concatenate it, and at last we're gonna produce the concatenate, and at last we're gonna print that string. So first we get A, B, C, D, E. So we are getting the same output as the input. So whenever the number of rows is greater than length of S, we return the same string, that is ABCD. So that's what I want to make you understand why I have given the base condition, like why I have given the base condition. So I hope you all understand. So now we will run while loop. Now the main execution part will come. While loop, as we know, the length of the string was 7. If 7 is greater than 0, yeah, true. Equals to 1, yeah, true, because why I have to e for the first execution means, e for the first execution means whenever we fill our each row with one element, then at the last means whenever we completed to put the first element inside each row, then if all row completed with the each element, then we just completed it as for first execution. So item is, so if e is equals to 1, condition satisfied because e is 1. Now if I is less than 3, the value of I was 0 and the n was 3, because I took the n as duplicate variable and storing the uh, value that is being there in number of rows. So we have 0 less than 3 is 2. Now if d of I equal now we will store at position 0. We're gonna store that the string that is the letter of the string that is being present in index 0, because c is 0 now. 0 now. C is 0 now. So s of c, you can see that this one is s, and c value is 0, so s of 0 we have z. So we just gonna simply, this is our dictionary, we will just put at 0 key, we're gonna put the value as z. And again we will increment the value of c by 1. C will become, c was 0, c plus 0 plus 1, it will become 1, and we'll increment the value of 1 by 1, that is 0 plus 1, it will also become 1. So again, as this condition gets executed, we will directly move to our last statement, because all was if else statement. I hope that you all have a basic understanding of if else. If not, then I'm just making you understand. So plus 7 minus 1 is, so basically if else is what, if this condition gets satisfied, this code will run. If not, then it will check this condition. If satisfied, then this code will run. And if this condition gets satisfied, this code will run of the while loop. And if at last nothing will run, then the last statement will run, that is this one. So yeah, so again, as the value of L becomes 6, if 6 is greater than 0, yeah, it's true. And if E equal, yeah, that also true. And the value of I was 1, because you can see I was 1 and 1 is less than 3, yeah, true. Now d of I, d of I means at position 1 we have to store the value that is being there at index 1. At index 1 we have a value that is I, so we're gonna just put I over there, and we'll again increment the value of c. Value of c will become 2, and value of 1 will become, as this one gets satisfied, we'll directly move to this statement, and it will decrement by 1. It will minus 1, it will become 5. um, we'll again move to while statement. Again we will check this 5 is greater than 0. If equals to 1 is true, and as the value of I was 2, 2 is less than 3. Yes, is true. Now if now we will store at position 2 the value of s of c. C was 2, so s of 2 at index 2 we have a value, index 2 we have a value that is g. So at index 2 we will store the value as g. Now again we will increment the value of c as 3, and then increment the value of I from 2 to 3. So again we have increment, again we have executed this statement, so we will don't say anything, we'll directly jump to our last statement, that is updating the value of L, and the L will be decremented by 1, and it will become 4. So as it will become 4, so if 4 is greater than 0, it's satisfied, you can see. And if e equal, yeah, that's also satisfied. And if as I value was 3, so 3 is less than 3, not satisfied, so directly controller will move from here to else statement, because here it get false. So now we will just update the value, we'll just update the value of f by 1 is now our all. We have moved from top to down the last row, now we will move from down to top. This f of 1 says like that. So we will here we will decrement the value of I by 2. I minus equals to 2, so I value was 3, and minus 2 it will become, and we will increment the value, update the value of L by 1. This we are doing just because as L value was 4, this L value was 4, so plus 1, it will become 5, and we will just uh, mm, initialize the value of e to 0 because we have completed our first execution. From top to down we have completed, and we have put each element into each index once. So that is completed. So now our il becomes will become 5, and we have incremented 5 because we want this statement to be run once more, because we haven't stored any element to the dictionary for this execution, because here it get fails and we come to else statement and this statement get done. Here we haven't stored any value into the dictionary. For that purpose we have again incremented the 5 and see, and as this condition get over, we will control move to last statement, this one, and as L1 5 can as, so you can see that two times this is being running. So 4, so again forget yes true if e equal no, because here e was 0, so e becomes 0, so this will not run, will directly jump to else if equal equals to 0 is not false. Again it will move to else if equal equals, yeah, it's true because f was equal equals to true. Now I, the value of I was 1. We'll again check is I1 is greater than 0, yes true. So and we just store at position 1, we'll just store the value that is there already there at the value that is already there is set I b. B of I already has I value I, and else of c means the value of c was, you can see the value of c was already 3. So as the value was 3, we just concatenate with the value that is present at index 3. At index 3 you can see at index 3 we have the value that is z. So I plus z, it will become iz. So at position 1 we'll have iz, because already d of I has, that is I, and s of c means s of 3 we have z, so it will become by concatenating iz. So again I will be decremented by 1 is, so I was 1, by decrementing 1 it will become 0, and c was 3, 3 plus 1 it will become 4. Now this condition gets work, so again we will move to this statement and it will again decremented by 1, it will become 3. As it becomes 3, it will again check the while condition. Is 3 is greater than 0? Yeah, it's satisfied. Satisfied. Okay, and it's true. And if e equal to no, because e was 0. And else if no, if is 1. So again else if is 1 is true, and I value was 0. So is 0 greater than 0? Is 0 greater than 0? So is 0 greater than 0? So it will become false. As it become false, so controller move to else statement, and else statement now f will become 0. Now we have updated the value of f into 0, and we again increment the value of l equals to 3 plus 1, that is it will become 4. As l become 4, so again we'll decrement the value of l by 4 minus 1, it will become 3. As we are why we are incrementing la over here once more time, because as we can see that here the uh, condition get false, and we have to be careful that at each condition, whenever while loop runs, we have to store one value into the dictionary. But here, as it doesn't get it get failed, so as you can see at else statement, there we have no code for storing a value. So for that I'm executing that. So we'll again decrement the value of 3 so we'll again check the value of 5. So value of 5 was, and it will become 2 to greater than 0 is true. Now we'll check if he, no, he is not equals to 1. Now L if equal to 0, yeah, because here as it executed it becomes 0. As f becomes 0, again check as I was 0. So if 0 is less than 3, yeah, it's satisfied, because here I become 0, so that's why I is 2, and will again store at the position I the value that is present at index s of c. So at value 0 we have already have at 0 we already have said is 0. It's it. Again 3 greater than 0, then it will 0 less than 3. As we have the value of c was 4, so we'll just store at index 0 at key position 0 z plus s of c means s of c we have 4, so s of 4 we have a, you can see like that, and z plus a to become za, and we store the value that is present, we store za at key 0. So again increment the value of c by 1 and it will become 5, and is the value of I was 0 to increment it will become 0 plus 1 that is equals to 1. So as this condition that we will again move to this, L was 3, and it will become 3 minus 1 to become 2. So so again 2 greater than 0 is satisfied. Then we will move, because f is equal to 0 we'll move here. So we'll check, because I was 1 here, I is less than 3. Okay, now we will store again the value of value at key position 1, will concatenate and store it. So how we will do, let's see. T of I, ultimately we have the at T of I we have uh, I we have I set, and will plus x of c value was 5. So at fifth index we have value, fifth index we have value c. Yes. And so fifth index we have value c, so we will g, ultimately it will become zg. In key position 1 we will store izc. Let's see. So again the value will be incremented of c by 1, it will become 6, and it will become plus 1 to become 2. So and the value of L will be incremented by 1 to 2 minus 1, it will become 1. So again this 1 is getting, it will become 2. So as if it was 0, again we will execute this statement only. So if it was 0, that's 2, and at now we will store at index at key position 2, this whatever we will get from this statement. So it is statement we have g plus at index as s of c. So at index 6 we have s. So we have s. So s of c have s. So ultimately it will become gs. So at index 2 we have gs. Now we will again increment the value of c by 1, and it will become 7. Okay. Okay. Now we will decrement the value of 1 by minus 1 to become 0. Now we will check this. 0 is greater than 0, it becomes false. That is, as it becomes false, we we just move down and we move to here, as s2 is there for getting the output. So at last our dictionary have stored this thing, you can able to see. our dictionary have, and I'm showing this code in a better way. Here you can see this is our dictionary and this is our h2, and for I in range length of the means, this is the way how we used to traverse our dictionary in Python. This is the way how we traverse our list arrow dictionary. For I in range means it will automatically run from 0 till the length of the here length of the is 3 because 3 items in there. So s plus df s plus df at first execution it will just have s value will be za, and a second execution it will the s value will have I z g. Third execution, because the length of the array is 3, it will move till. So yeah, basically, like as we know that how in C or C++ we used to declare the for loop by for I equals to 0, I less than till the length of the string or length of the. So here we are just starting the loop from 0, and it will run till the length of the head length of the thing is. It will run till 3 times. So at first, and as we know, there is two is there to store the output string. So let's see. At first execution of the loop, it will just concatenate z then plus, then it will concatenate it plus izz, then plus zs, and overall it will become za za izg plus gs, and ultimately you can see that when I run this code, see the output, see this one and see this one, both are same. So like this at the back end it works, and as we get our output. So let's run our code in the LeetCode platform. In the LeetCode platform you can see when we run, our old test case get passed, you can see. And one more time, when I'm submitting the code, see the code gets submitted easily. And also I'm here means taking very much less time. Time complexity is also good because time complexity is good because I am only using it is the code that I am executing only taking OFN times, because it is only running till length of the string. And sometimes whenever we are moving from down to top to bottom, then only time the same condition is executing one 2 times. So for that, this code is just taking off. Ultimately, this code is taking off n times. So you can say it as a optimal approach also. So I hope that I am able to understand at my best. So I will be coming with more problems sooner. So just be there. Thanks.